Hello. Well, mashups and video remixes. I guess you've all already seen one, like for example the 10 best goals of the last soccer season. The most important scenes taken at the Tahrir Square put together in one single video, or just an awesome Gangnam Style remix. Those mashups and remixes, they generate about 400 million views on YouTube every single day. But there's one huge problem to it. Creating video mashups and remixes sucks. It sucks completely. You have to download all the different parts you want to use inside your mashup using crappy browser plugins. You have to work with complicated video editors which are oversized and which are very hard to use. And once you're finished with your mashup, you have to upload it again and will most likely get into copyright troubles. So we thought, okay, how can we enable everybody to create awesome mashups and remixes? And what we came up with is Weavly. My name is Oliver, and I'm one of the co-founders of Weavly. Weavly is an online video editor which enables you to create remixes and mashups inside your browser, using everything which is already online. You can use videos from YouTube, you can use sounds from SoundCloud, and you can even use animated GIFs from Lukesch. And the best thing is, you don't have to download anything, and you don't have to worry about legal issues. Let's see how this thing works. What you see behind me is the Weavly editor. You can simply enter a search term into the editor, for example, wingsuits, and drag the results you get directly into our timeline. There you can set an in point to the video, you can set an out point, you can get exactly the part you want to have out of the video, and you can do the same thing with every sound from SoundCloud and with animated GIFs. Once you're finished creating your mashup, you only hit the save button, click play, and that's it. Your mashup is finished, there's no rendering involved, and you can immediately share it on Twitter, you can embed it in your Facebook stream, or you can embed it in your blog. So the question, why are we allowed to do this, is we do not render the different parts of the mashup, we only stream them directly from the sources into the player. When you watch a mashup, everything is being streamed live from YouTube or from SoundCloud, but what you get at the end is a seamless mashup experience. It feels like one single mashup. So who are we? We are a team of 3 founders. We've built the 2 largest online youth magazines of Austria, and we've been part of Startup Bootcamp, one of the most important startup accelerators for the last couple of months. We managed to attract a team of 3 more highly skilled employees, and we launched our beta about 2 months ago. So we were chosen by an audience vote to be part of the official Berlin delegation to the South by Southside Festival, and we got some very nice press coverage when we launched the open beta of Weavly. But more importantly, we already built a really great community, which gave us already great feedback onto what we've built and really cool insights, which also enabled us to build the next version of Weavly I'm going to announce soon. But before, I'd like to tell you something about the animated GIFs. Animated GIFs have been around since 1987, but the thing is, they picked up massive traction last year. Not only on image boards like Reddit or 4chan, where people post cats jumping into mirrors. No, they were even used by very serious online magazines for covering the Olympic Games. We got a massive amount of good feedback when we integrated Loopcam, an awesome Berlin-based GIF animator app. And so we thought, let's take it to the next level and integrate Tumblr and Immature, the 2 most important sources for animated GIFs. With Weavly, you can make GIFs sound good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey.
So, this is a Berlin original. Javed, do we need GIFs with awesome sound?
Yeah, no, I think GIFs have made a comeback, and I think they're fun, very low resource. That's probably why they put them on those news sites and stuff. Yeah, I think you've created a very clever solution. I'd be curious to see how the content owners react to it in the long term, but I think it's very clever because at least technically you're not violating anything, so that's pretty awesome. I'd be curious about if there are any technical limitations given your approach, like because you basically have to stream everything from all the sites at the same time. It has to be very synchronized.
Yeah.
So I would be curious about like if there's any limits on editing given that.
So basically, this was the hardest part in creating Weavly, to make a player which enables you to watch the mashups created with Weavly as seamlessly as you watch a video on YouTube. And basically, we cracked this thing. So when you watch a video on Weavly, it's almost as spontaneous and seamlessly as you watch a video on YouTube.
But yeah, I think it's really cool. I'd be curious to see like some of your metrics or some of the mashups that people have created. It would be interesting to see.
Cool. So MG, Javed sounds excited. What would keep you from investing?
Well, certainly not the logo. I like the logo. It's a good logo.
Thank you.
I would wonder, would you be able to do this on mobile? Is it too complicated to be able to create a mobile application that would tie in all three of these things separately, and like because of the way that you're doing it, which again I think is actually smart.
We're currently working on a mobile player, and we hope to release it in February. And then we see how it works out.
How would that work, though? Do you have to basically search SoundCloud, search YouTube, them all separately, and then you pull them in, and you could still just edit them seamlessly?
Basically, the first version of the mobile experience of Weavly will only be the player, so we'll have a page where you can watch several mashups.
Yep.
And they will already be online, so you don't have to recreate them. But yeah, definitely we want to bring the editor as well onto the tablet, because this is obviously the right spot for the editor.
And I assume this requires Flash then?
Yeah, we built the first version in Flash because it can be embedded into Facebook, which was very important for us. But the HTML5 player will be released the same time with the mobile version.
I'm just wondering, with all three streams coming in, if it's going to take up like 7,000% of my CPU processes?
No, actually not. So as I said, this was really the hard part, but we figured it out how to make it as smooth as YouTube videos.
Okay, cool.
Cool, Megan, what do you think?
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. It sounds like you've developed some interesting technology.
Would you use it?
I would use it. I don't know how often I'd use it, which is a general question. But my question is actually fairly fundamental. How do we turn this into a business?
Basically, there are two levels we'd like to use. The first one is, in the end, when we manage to get some really good user growth going, we'll basically just try it with ads. We try to add a simple banner advertisement to our page, and we also try to add video advertisement, but very, very slowly and very, very carefully, because the community is the most important thing we have. This will be on the long run. On the short run, we are thinking about several B2B options. The first one is we found out that content curators, basically people who post stuff who basically manage communities for companies, or even journalists, they was looking for stuff they can post to the fans. They was looking for stuff to add to their articles. And Weavly is the perfect tool of picking exactly the right stuff from videos which are already online or sounds and showing it to your audience. And we will add special features exactly for this kind of target audience.
Cool.
Quick question. I'd also be curious about, like, if the original content creators would be upset if you put ads on the site.
You mean the original content creators? Okay.
Yeah, the source videos.
Yeah, the thing is, basically what we are using, we are only using videos which are embeddable. So we are not using videos which are private, or we're not using videos which are said, okay, they're not being allowed to show in another context than on YouTube. And the other thing is, we offer them a way to block videos. So when a content owner wants to embed his video, but he doesn't want it to be used on Weavly, he can sign in with his YouTube account and say, okay, for my account, nobody can use a video.
Cool. Min, short comment?
No further comments, actually, because I think it's a really cool product. I think it's not so easy to launch it in terms of technology and performance, as well as licensing. But these questions have been addressed. So what remains is that it's a cool product.
Awesome. Please give it up for Weavly.